Oh, I didn't make countdowns.
Oh,
All right, now we're on. Okay.
all right. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to start off with a quick little sermon here. Ecclesiastes 10:10. If the axe is dull and one does not sharpen its edge, then one must exert more strength. However, the advantage of wisdom is that it brings success. If the snake bites before it's charmed, there's no advantage for the charmer. The words from the mouth of a wise man are gracious, but the lips of a fool consume him. The beginning of the words of his mouth, pure folly, but the end of his speaking, evil madness. Yet the fool multiplies words. No one knows what will happen, and who can tell anyone what will happen after him? The struggle of fools weary, for they do not know how to go to the city. Woe to you, land! When is your king a youth, but your prince feast in the morning? Blessed are you, when your king is a son of nobles, and your princes feast on the proper time, for strength, not for drunkenness, because of laziness, the roof caves in, but because of negligence, the house leaks. A feast is prepared for laughter, and the wine makes life happy, and money is the answer for everything. Do not curse the king, even in your thoughts. All right.
Welcome.
Wise words of Solomon. That's the son of David right there, letting you guys know what's up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Can't be cursed. Yeah, yeah. Just letting you guys know real quick. Can't be cursing the king, even in your head. And we're the king, class of 20 something. You want to hear something funny? I was talking to Rob yesterday,
Oh
and I
yeah.
was asking, I was like, how's it going with, he was hanging out with Bam Margera, I guess,
Yeah, I'm
recently.
still waiting for his phone number. When is that happening?
I guess Bam is like in such an insular world in LA where just everybody wants to, you know, be a yes man to him and a sycophant. So he's actually now essentially a bum. He's like a schizophrenic walking around Portland screaming at demons. Like he's talking to things that aren't there. I mean, he's speaking in his own language, and he's just gone. And everybody tries to be as accommodating as possible, and he just bounces around LA, just getting used and exploited. Pretty crazy.
Damn, that could have been us.
That was me for a little bit. I was missing in LA for 6 days, dude. I was in a world inside my head. There's a very schizophrenic energy out there you get sucked into if you're not careful and you're doing lots of drugs.
Yeah, that's true. Uh,
Listen,
you know
what's
what
new
he
with you,
needs?
Fancy?
He needs like one. He needs like those like $18,000 boot camps I've been hearing about. You been hearing about this?
Oh, well, I know there's one boot camp where like David Cho did it, and it's basically a guy that just beats the shit out of you. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This
yeah,
is,
I was trying to figure out how to do that. I want to be the guy who beats the shit out of celebrities.
oh,
That'd be an awesome.
yo, I thought I was thinking the same idea too. Like, what if like we made like a boot camp where people pay us like I don't know, like $700, and for like 3 days we just like beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, oh, that's similar to I had an idea for a business, right? So it's a knockout business.
Uh-huh.
But it's like the chicken and the egg. We're getting paid on both fronts because you can pay to knock somebody out. Say you've never punched somebody in the face, and you just want to punch someone in the face. Well, boom, pay us $100, punch this guy in the face. On the flip side, say that you've never been punched in the face. Well, that's we need to overcome that fear that you have, and you know what you're going to do? Volunteer with your therapist to get punched in the face. So we funnel, people with mental health issues that have never been punched in the face and that are afraid of everything into, we can't let them take too many hits. So there always has to be fresh people volunteering. But yeah, so or you could, I don't know. We still got to work out some of the logistics. I feel like on that one.
So when does the chicken come in?
Yeah. What do you think came first?
The egg.
Nah, not a chance.
Are you serious?
You couldn't be more wrong.
You're
Silly
wrong.
fool.
You're wrong.
No,
I'll
it's not
kick
even
your
a
I'll kick
debate.
I'll kick your ass, dude.
What?
I
Why
know.
did the chicken cross the road?
to get to the egg, to get to Austin's apartment in North Carolina.
Bam feels like Chief Keef in 2012. Nice,
He does.
nice.
He's been a real Bam Margera was a real like role model to me back then. I wanted to be like him.
I did kind of love Bam Margera when I was a kid. Honestly, I was a skateboarder.
I
Well,
watched a lot of Vila Bam.
watched so much Viva La Bam. I even watched that shitty one with him getting married to his wife.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Bam's Unholy Union.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was it.
No, I'm a Bam Margera expert. I know almost everything there is to know, from the tippy top of the iceberg to the bottom of the Bam Margera iceberg.
Well, if I can't see my son, I'm just gonna have to smoke all this crack. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Fucking
Rock and roll, I'm the king of rock and roll. Bam, bam, bam.
so it's tragic, man. It's tragic just to see him crumble.
New
And he's
pattern.
like, he's. I mean, he. I think he's pretty much broke. Um, I mean, he
Um,
had like 20 something million a couple of years ago, and I'm pretty sure he's like in single digits now. If he's even in, if he even has a million left, if he does, it's probably just somewhere around one or two.
he still has the castle and his mom's
Yeah,
house. That's really it. He's probably just making money off of that Airbnb of Castle of Bam.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure at one point people were just like breaking into that place and living there too. Like people
Yeah.
just knew they could just. It's yeah.
Yeah, we should do that one day. That'd be awesome.
Well, Brandon would tell me about him and Austin found this. It was a castle in Hawaii, and it was built by a guy who he was going to jail, but he had this fiance apparently, and or something, some lady, and he was begging her to like stay and be like, wait for me, wait till I get out of jail. She said, only if you build me a castle. So he does. He builds her a castle on the island,
What year
but
is
she still.
this?
I don't know. The castle still. The guy still lives at the castle, and like he built this castle for her. He's out of jail now, but she left anyway, and so he just is so depressed. He just lets a bunch of hippies live in the castle for free,
Yeah.
and so there's just a bunch of like rooms, and it's. But apparently, it's a pretty gross situation over there.
Man, I'll be honest. I would one of my dreams, one of my main dreams is to like do do like dangerous tourism and like make a show out of it.
Yeah,
Like gonzo journalism and like visit like really shitty places, horrible
oh,
places all
I'm doing
over
that.
Earth.
Next month, I'm taking a trip to Kensington. I really just want to see if it's worse than Skid Row.
Is that Canada?
No, Kensington Street in Philly. The like
Oh,
heroin. It's like fentanyl alley basically. Everyone's just falling asleep standing up. I kind of want to take a trip.
hmm.
Just you know, makes you feel better to take a look at what you escaped.
Yeah,
No,
Philadelphia.
I'm just kidding. uh, yeah, danger tourism. You should go to the equator. I think it's pretty dangerous around there.
Yeah, I can like get killed by like the feds or something for finding out like, that truly the Earth is flat. Or not flat, but
Yeah.
concave. I'm more of like a hollow Earth type person.
Yeah, you're all into uh uh damn it, what's that called in the inside of the middle of the Agartha.
Or Garth. I thought it was Agatha. I thought it
Agartha.
was Agatha.
No,
Okay.
I think she lives there, but it's Agartha.
Uh, Chansey feels like Vice in 2012. Yeah, honestly, I would love to be. I would love to work for Vice in 2012. I used to watch all those specials, like when that guy went to like Iran. That was cool.
Yeah,
You like,
that was kind of wild how they were just sending people to war zones, and they like, I mean, it was they were getting some pretty interesting when they went to Syria, and so they were sending like pretty little girls to like the middle of war zones, and like, it's so funny. Um,
yeah,
2012 Vice? You mean on its way out, hardly cool anymore.
Huh.
Vice.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that when they sold off? They Gavin already. I think
Gavin was already
Gavin
like
left.
out. He was already out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand that guy. That guy's kind of like an anomaly. Like, so I don't get it. So like, what? This guy was like the prototype of a hipster, and then he became like a alternative right wing leader, and
Well, he was just an old like punker, dude. He was like an old punk rock dude. And yeah, and then he came, and then after he got rich, he became more hipster, and then he got really political, and that's when like the Proud Boys became a thing. And then he's like now he's like just kind of chilled out with everything and just like
is he
hey,
still putting things up his ass?
I mean that'll haunt him forever. I'm sure. That was strange. That was strange. I really don't know how I feel about him. I know Pool's like some from what I heard. I kind of like him now more than I have in the past. I saw Gavin do a show with Anthony Cumia, and it was a weird feeling. The last racist guy in the room. Oh, the least racist. Uh, yeah, checks out. I wonder. I wonder. Um. Anyway, this is a great episode.
Yeah,
Doing the Lord's work.
we got Rosie. She says, "Where's Pools?" Jeez, I don't know. Where is he? Huh? Wonder where his ass is at.
Not sure. Probably on like the $20 bill or something.
What in the world is Pools? We should do like a
I'm,
segment where we just like put like stock footage of like random like locations around the world, and then you have to like find out where Pools is, but like it's but then like you never find them until like the last slide where it's just a picture of him in his room.
yeah. Or I might just murder him and then like, you know, everyone will start looking for him. Like, where's Pools? Where's search parties? Everyone's like, his parents are like, where the hell's Pools? And I start even helping. I'm volunteering to look for him at this point, just trying to like, have a good alibi. But really, the whole time, he's just fucking dead, lying in a pool of himself. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
mean, just kidding. But I'm tired of it, dude. Fools, where you at? We're gonna have to. This is the best show in the world, and no one takes it seriously with me and you, Chancey. I
Yo,
don't get it.
yo, exactly. Like I've been trying to get so many guests, legitimate guests, people that aren't weirdos, and and all of them told me the same thing. No, I do not want to be involved in your show. I swear to God, man, if I had a nickel for every time someone told me they didn't like what the show represented and couldn't explain further, I have at least $65.
Yeah, we might have to just start over and then just play. Might have to just do a PC rebranding, um, just until we get enough followers. See, all we have to do is trick. Maybe we should just get some bots. I might just buy some bots, and then once we have like, tens of thousands of views, it'll be very easy to convince people to come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's just because
that's
we
a
got
great
no.
idea.
Hey, it's fools.
Hey, it's Pools! Look who decided to come in. Look who decided. I don't have my soundboard, it's broken, so imagine a clapping noise. Like,
I think we found them.
I don't have my soundboard, so this is clapping.
Oh, yeah. What happened, dude? Where you at?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was busy.
Okay.
No respect.
Are
Yeah.
we live?
Yeah, we're live. We've been live for like 20 minutes.
Where's Rose?
Right there. Over there.
Better
Over,
speak up.
over there on the whites. on the
She's in the
on the
live
Rose,
chat.
I'm talking to
on,
you.
Take a look at the YouTube chat, and you'll see Rosie. She's there.
yeah, she's like
She's our
Yeah,
raising
most
why doesn't
this.
she?
active.
Why doesn't she join Voice?
She hates this show. I don't know how many times I have to say this to you.
Yeah, well, that's not my press like that.
I know that's not your problem. It's her problem. That's literally her opinion. That's kind of the point of
Yeah,
having one.
she's a quitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a
Rosie
quitter.
really is she is the enemy now that I think about it.
I've been slowly trying to like get her back. You
I just
know, we've
I'm
been
gonna
we
guilt trip
we've
her.
been we've been no, that's a horrible way, you know, 'cause like she just did like prank calls and you know, I'll be honest with you, I've been slowly trying to phase it out for the past and to like turn it into like just interviews with people on the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that. We kind of ran out of
Yeah.
this prank call spirit anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
it would be cool to take callers though. Once we get a couple people watching, we
Yeah,
get
any day now.
eh,
we take callers.
Any day now.
Just wait. I'm gonna get some bots, and then the way we gotta go about Rosie is we gotta stop from here on out. She's like a school shooter. We don't even say her name anymore. And oh wait, she said
Oh, she
call me.
wants
See
to,
my plan.
yeah. Wow, see, I told
My
you it
plan.
worked.
It already worked.
Our plan
Ask
worked,
They're so
and you
guys.
easy.
shall receive.
Look,
All right. Oh wait, I got a caller. I think.
so Pools, how's your 3 weeks been going?
It's all right.
Okay.
Um, I'm thinking about going to Thailand soon.
Is that where the Highlander was filmed?
I I don't think so.
Oh, I never, you know, there can only be one.
Yeah.
There can be only one. Um,
Um,
which, well,
Hello.
oh, hi.
Rose is here.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul.
Rose, hi. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. I only listen for pools, so it's really sad every time I come on and
What?
there's
Really?
no, I'm just saying that. But like,
What?
yeah.
You're putting me on a roller coaster ride here.
Well, you guys got to
What?
keep your off-air romance off air, but
Do you
I
do
do
you only
appreciate.
listen for me? Is that true? I would need to know. I need
Yeah.
motivation and I need validation.
Let's dive a little bit deeper into this. Why do you think that is? Is it a sort of attraction? Do you think, Rose?
No.
I mean, what? Do you find him fascinating? Is it his
Yeah, that's what I want to
storytelling?
know.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
part?
I find him really interesting.
Is he mysterious?
No.
You don't think he's
Is he
mysterious?
tall, dark, and handsome?
That's where I was going.
Listen.
That's a,
Listen, Rose, I really appreciate that. What part of me is fascinating? Is it just like all my stories, or is it just my life in general?
I like his hair. His hair is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like how he's
I don't
almost
know. You're
30
just
and
yeah.
he has hair like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was just talking about this yesterday to Chancey, actually. I was telling him that,
Oh yeah,
what did I say?
you guys age really well. You two.
Yeah, I said Pools and Austin look so good for their age.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I've been shaving lately
Thank you.
too.
Yeah, what yeah, yeah,
I
what's your
look like
yeah, what's your guys' secret?
I don't
Um,
every time I masturbate, I don't wash my hands.
I do that already and I still look like shit.
that's awesome. So you
Yeah.
absorb the nutrients that you just ejaculated out
Yeah,
through
exactly.
your
Sustainable.
skin. Yeah.
You said it.
Yesterday there was this girl, cashier at the grocery store, and I overheard her with the customer in front of me saying she goes to film school. So I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah. So I chatted her up a little bit, and I asked for her number, and she said no, but I still felt good. But I'm at that point, I'm like, maybe she could tell I'm almost 30, and she was just weirded out.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of like cold approaching girls is just kind of creepy. You can pull it off if there's like a night like that. Like when you saw a good opportunity, you didn't just do it. What'd you go up to her and you hit her with like
Yeah, you know what? Pretend I'm the catcher. Let's replay the whole event. All right. Pretend I'm the cashier, fools.
Okay.
Okay. Beep, beep.
Yeah. So you in film school?
Oh, yeah. I go.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite movie?
I like Pulp Fiction by Quentin Tarantino.
That's what I thought she was gonna say, but she answered with, that's kind of a
Gumbo.
complicated question, and I'm like, you know what, that's fair. And I was kind of torn in between, like, I
It's
just
really
want to
not.
buy my shit and go, and I also want to have a conversation with this girl, but it's such a beautiful day. I just want to get to the beach. And so,
They have beaches in Canada. That was just like snow and forest and shit.
yeah, I go to the nude beach and I tan my balls.
I'm surprised they
Yeah.
have
True
beaches
story.
in general. I'm surprised it's even a nude beach. A
Yeah.
lot of hairy
I
guys.
feel like,
Um.
hey, do you go to film school or do you just use a fisheye lens on your OnlyFans?
No,
I
I
would have
think
been
what
like, hey, you go to film school because you look like a slow burn A24 movie.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like there's many things. I think there's many things it could have been. It could have been my haircut. It could have been my approach. I think she saw that I just nonchalantly asked for it. Like I wasn't really listening to her. Like I'm usually a good listener, and I was just kind of just didn't give a shit about what she was saying. I'm like, yeah, we can talk about this later. Listen, just can I have your number? And I think she was like, oh, this guy must be a fuck boy. This guy must be some kind of player,
All right, wait.
and he
How'd you
doesn't.
say it exactly? Okay, pretend I'm the cashier again. All
It's
right.
funny because you were trying to like, overcompensate in a way to like, make it a value builder, but you ended up just shooting yourself in the foot. I see what the main issue here is that you want to go to Thailand, which means you're looking for lady boys, and
Or
she was an actual
guys.
lady. Yes.
More like Guyland.
No, you're onto something. You're onto something earlier where it's like if I would just fucking chilled out and was myself, it would have gone swimmingly. But I was like not in the mood for talking with girls. I mean, most of the time I'm not. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, can we talk about this later? Like, what's your number? Like, fuck off. We can talk about it later. I actually want to talk to her, but it's too nice outside. This
so
nerd wanted to
just,
be inside,
so
and I wanted to
just
go outside.
this nerd? You mean the cashier that worked there?
Yeah, she was nerdy. I like that.
Oh man, yeah, man. I'm such a nerd for doing my job and being employed.
Yeah,
So,
dorks.
see him being a
I mean,
beach
it is
bum.
This,
kind of nerdy. If you're just, especially
Oh,
um,
if, uh, regardless. Wait, is Rose still here?
yeah, she's just doing her
Yeah.
Rose
good.
thing of standing in the corner
Rose,
saying nothing.
Rose, I can't get over that every time you come on the show, you sound like a more older, mature, developed person every time I hear you.
Her Valley accent is getting stronger too. I'm noticing.
I don't,
She's
I
probably
think it's getting weaker.
I
Well,
don't,
maybe
yeah,
no, actually you're right.
I'm
Yeah.
not hearing the Valley accent.
it's in there. It's
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
subtle.
Rose, say the quick fox jumped over the lazy dog.
The quick fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Oh
Well,
shit.
now she's just
I have
talking like a 5-year-old. That doesn't. That's not helping anybody. Cut it out.
Um, what
Huh?
else is new? Uh huh.
so I've been talking about doing like segments on the show. I'm really bad at organizing it, but Rose, we were talking last night, and she she said she wants to do like a political segment where she says her thoughts on political issues, and she did horrible. I gave her like a test run.
Okay, he was giving me like wars.
Yeah, things that actually affect our world right now. I gave her
Okay,
I'll
no,
I'll
war,
say I
the trans
here.
I
issue,
meant
you know.
I meant
w-
things that like affect me.
Uh,
Asking women their opinions about politics, especially in the modern era. I mean, like, yeah, I'm concerned about World War
Look,
Three.
I even asked her about the women's suffrage and its effect on black civil rights movement.
No, wait, ask them the same question.
I mean, they're gonna. Well, they're. Look, I. Okay, fine. Embarrass yourself again. Okay, guys. So uh, uh, do you think race relations and the civil rights movement would have gone further, if not earlier, if the women's suffrage movement didn't happen?
Of course. Nah, I'm just kidding. Fucking, I think, dude, women's suffrage. I think that like I'm with just pearly things on this one. I think women we got we really like the problem is that women are too influenced. Women are, this is the greatest point in the world. They make up 80% of consumerism behavior. They buy the majority of all things. They're influenced by
That's why every car sucks now.
trivial propaganda. Yeah, I mean it's like it's you guys shouldn't even have to care about political issues. You guys don't. I mean, typically up until recently, girls weren't going to war or anything like that. I'm gonna go full on red pill on this topic. I also think that like once we started fighting for civil rights, that like that was when more attacks were happening on the black community than ever before. The more racism is focused as a political like point, it really does more damage than good every single time. Like I, I mean, it set things back like 100 years.
All right,
I think.
you're going on a tangent. You're rambling a bit much here. Collect your thoughts. Think about what you want to say. As for me,
I
it
have to
reminds me.
carry the show, Pools. You just get to hop in whenever you want. It's
Yeah, I hung
you
out
get
with
the
this girl.
sweet spot.
Well, my battery's full. I hung out with this rich girl. I stayed with her for like a couple weeks. A couple weeks ago, I stayed with her, and we got into politics. Her and like this other guy got into politics, and they were screaming at each other. The one guy's a Jordan Peterson. Like he loves Jordan Peterson, and she's like she thinks that like we should be like bonobos, like the most leftist, like feminist retard shit ever. Like she doesn't know what she's talking about. They're both trust fund kids. Anyway, I told her that I don't think women should be able to vote, and then I quickly followed that up with I don't think people in general should be able to vote in this country anymore. And then, but anyway, the damage is already done. She got so mad, she like kicked me out of her house the next day. It was pretty crazy.
So you
And
wrote,
I got a big reminder. I got a big reminder of like, don't do politics and woman. Don't speak my mind around normies. Like, don't.
Yeah, you have
I
to lie.
can't. Like, I can't be myself anywhere, anytime. Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
just to girls, it's just especially when you meet them at first, you have to ease into that
No, I
over
know this
time.
girl for years, but I haven't seen her in a long time. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the question is like, would women carry
She used to be
society
cool.
forward?
I think they both used to be cool, and then over the years, she's turned into some like brainwashed Google gobber, you know?
So you wrote,
Yeah.
is this how you answer a question to a topic? Not just
Yeah.
yes, no. You know. All right. There's one that she got. There's one that she got pretty far with. Okay. Population control in China.
Yeah. Well,
No, no,
taking
no,
away,
no.
What about it?
Take it away, Rose.
killing the firstborn if it was a girl.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Rose?
Oh, my thoughts.
Yeah.
I said you can move if you like. You already know the rules when you're living there, so like just don't get, or you can
No,
move.
that proved to be that was a horrible thing. That proved to be very, very bad. Now there's way too many dudes running around and not enough girls, and it's causing all kinds of issues on a societal level. And it's not, I mean, that was just not the right way to go about it.
Um, my answer
Even though I wish
is,
I could, I wish I could encourage it. Like we should, you know, probably. I
My
think more like
answer-
a concentration camp for women.
I didn't think he was only like I thought he was all kids. I thought like if he had more.
No, just a girl.
it doesn't. It's the same principle. It doesn't matter.
I think you weren't allowed to have 3 kids. That is true.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just talking about like kids in general.
Yeah. Well, they
I
did.
don't.
Whatever. Go ahead, Pools. Take it away.
Thank you. I know enough to know that I don't know anything with topics like
Why?
this. I don't know shit. On one side, people are always like, "Oh, it's bad when we play God. Don't play God." But then again, civilization, society, we're already playing God. So who fucking knows?
I don't know. I was just I think when you play God, there's always some at least consequence you got to be ready for.
Yeah, when you
Uh,
put food in the grocery store, that's a big, you know, that's playing God. Anything can be playing God.
no, 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 not. That's just no. That's not playing God. That's structure. That's organization. That is things that line up
Yeah,
with
Yeah,
God.
so is
it's more like
population
it's
control.
more like the farmers. I think farmers are playing God.
No, population control is a very uniquely satanic thing. I mean, it's pretty recent. I mean, in the like last 100 years, and it started in America, like Margaret Sanger and all of the eugenics campaigns. Hitler was actually fascinated with eugenics because of what our work was, and so I mean, like yeah, and we've influenced China on that front too. So I
I
don't
guess
know.
what I'm saying is you wouldn't have the problem of overpopulation in the first place if you didn't artificially create abundance, like cheap abundance. What was Chancey was saying, like farmers, like they're using GMOs. Like that's the reason you can have billions of
Well,
people
even
eating
that, they're also
corn.
even besides that, they're doing like selective breeding too of like certain crops.
Yeah, etc. It's like all these things are playing. This is just a side effect of already playing God in every other imaginable way.
What were
No,
you,
I think
what were you,
I don't think that's
Basically,
right.
I feel like I'm turning into Ted, Uncle Ted at this point, the
no,
Unabomber.
what were you saying about GMOs? You said GMO something.
It's like playing God.
Yeah, they make my tummy feel good.
It's like
Golden wheat.
it's
That's how
like
the yeah. That's well. That see even that to me, GMOs aren't inherently bad. I mean, that is you
Oh,
are
fuck.
playing God a little bit at that point, but
Yeah.
it's. I mean, we've like all the fruit that we eat are GMOs. Like there used to be 100 different types of bananas. Now there's only one because they figured out which ones would make the highest yield, and that's all the bananas that we have now. I mean, it's not. That's not even what I mean. I don't think population control is necessary at all whatsoever. Like I don't think that we're running out of
So you
people. In
think?
fact,
Yeah, I get what you're
in
saying.
all Western worlds, it's actually the opposite. We're having less children than ever before. Everywhere else, its population is growing and it's healthy. It's what it's supposed to look like. We still
Right,
have
but we're
more
talking
than
about China here. China.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Hypothetically,
We don't
if they had
want
too
too
many
many.
people.
We don't want too many Chinamen. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be the first to say it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's different if it's. I don't know. Everything's so crazy. Every country is just kind of a farce at this point. So it's kind of
Well,
politics are kind of retarded at this point.
if
I don't even know how
if
to keep up.
one day they'll be able to just take like, what do we got, like 6 billion people here now, maybe in America, something like that, or how many?
no,
300 million it was?
no,
No, it's the planet.
no,
It's the planet. I'm
six
sorry.
hundred million or 500 million?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
was
So
it
one
Half a billion.
half a billion?
half a billion.
Okay,
One day
so
China's just going to be able to take a billion dudes. They're going to grab a billion Chinamen. It's not even funny, honestly. And then they red dawn them over here, drop them out of helicopters. There's a billion Chinese just take it. That's immediately. And that's the way that it works. China, like, their people are just resources out there. It's like the opposite of America life in every way, shape, and form.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I've been there before,
How
and
is it the opposite?
oh, dude, it's fucking nuts.
it's
So
the antithesis of American freedom. It's literally, yeah, in every way you can imagine, it's
yeah,
the opposite.
everything's
Oh,
controlled. So even if you're online, like if you like, it's very hard to be an internet troll in China, because like a lot of like social media and websites require like a state issued ID, and and if you like piss off the wrong person, they'll know exactly who you are, and
You go
yeah,
to jail if you post a picture of Winnie the Pooh
that
in China.
too.
Winnie the Pooh is completely censored because people were trolling the president with it. Like now you can't even have a Winnie the Pooh in China anymore anywhere.
I think
It's,
I wouldn't say they're opposites. I just think they're opposites in certain ways. They're opposites in the sense that in the USA, they will try to subvert you. They'll try to like give you the illusion of consent. Like you have the idea of consent, but it's like they're going to trick you into consumerism anyway, or into voting for whatever anyway. Whereas China just openly does it. China is just like, this is what we do. This is how it works. Whereas in the USA, they give you this kind of illusion of like, we're not trying to manipulate you, but they always secretly are.
it's
That's how
also
I
just
see
like
it.
in I mean they don't value the individual as a society. You can't stand out, and I
That's
mean it's like
true.
that in a lot of Eastern cultures, but specifically China, it's not good to stand out in any way, shape, or form. They also like have Skynet out there now, and if you get too low of a
Right.
credit system, you can't even leave your city until you pay enough money to get you know your points back up.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, the U.S. has something like that, too, like NSA and whatnot. But from what I've seen, it's used on it can't it's impossible for it to use on every American citizen, but it is used on certain citizens in America.
yeah, they're using facial recognition now for like certain reasons, and they're working on making a few smart cities here. I mean, I think that that's the whole plan is to take that model. They're testing it out in China, and they're probably going to try to bring it to like Canada
Canada.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
and I'm
Canada,
Nah, did you hear about the act
it's
that fucking
because
got passed in Canada?
no
Canada
what
has
The
the
bill.
what?
The bill that got passed.
Which one?
I think it was the one where like you can't like
They
post
like,
online or something.
oh yeah, whatever. There's a new one every month. It doesn't matter. Um, Canada is talking openly about wanting to create something they call 15-minute cities. It's they're trying to redesign every city so like cars will be banned, everything's walkable, everything's public transport. But
Well,
it's kind of it's scary in one way, but it's also kind of comical in another because there's certain things they won't be able, like public transport is a joke. Like,
that's that's a Chinese thing originally. The 15-minute cities
how do you make it in
yeah,
15 minutes? That's not even
that
possible.
started that started
you
like
basically
10
make
years
it
ago
just
in
a
China.
little. You make it so it's like there's a zone that has, oh, you got your hospital, you got your school, you got, and it's like there's they can't have a car. Like, how the fuck are you gonna leave? Oh, you need to take the government regulated public. Like, this isn't a joke. They're trying to make a 15
Oh,
minute city.
okay, I see what you mean. You're saying like
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
no,
take
it's
like
15 minutes to get
everything's a
everywhere.
15 everything's a 15-minute walk or bike ride away. Yeah,
I see.
yeah, exactly.
That makes
And
more
it's because
sense.
they need to do it so it's like yeah, it's like completely planned. It's like Irvine, California, like
they're gonna like
completely.
they're gonna like rake out everyone from the rural areas. Canada's already kind of like this in a lot of ways. Like, every city is just like there's no infrastructure, and then you just get to this place that's like has no identity, and it's just like a really strictly government controlled zone. Like, it's very every city is pretty much the same fucking thing.
Yeah, that's why I don't support the Toronto film industry.
Yeah,
I saw this movie, called I Love Movies. It was like a Canadian film. First red flag.
yeah,
It's about some like gay teenager. He's not actually gay, but like
right.
you ever like hate like a movie because like the main character is like too much like you, and you just don't like looking at a mirror.
Mm,
Yeah, it was like that
yeah,
for me. Yeah, it's like some fat kid working at like a movie store like Blockbuster. Oh, this takes place in the early 2000s. Another red flag.
okay,
And
okay.
basically, he has like a very complicated relationship with his like female shift manager, who's like 30 or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
So she's like older, and it's gonna become sexual.
I wish. I mean, I wish the movie ended up like that. I would have actually liked it. Nah.
Spoiler alert! Just give us the ending. What happened?
So the kid ends up like sleeping in a video store one night, and then he wakes up and
Uh huh.
if you've ever worked retail, um, you have to like lock up the store, with like punching some
Yeah,
numbers so security
I
locks
used to be
up.
in charge of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess he forgot to do that, or he got the code wrong, and then like the place got robbed and destroyed and shit, and then he got fired, and then like there's like this whole argument between him and the shift manager, and he just says, "I love you." And
I told you it was romantic,
it was,
sexual.
yeah, but no, the movie's not over. Then he like leaves. He's not working there anymore. He goes to like college somewhere in like Vancouver, British Columbia. Um, and uh, and he puts up a
It's
steel
like a
mat.
coming of age.
He puts up a steel mat. No, this is the ending. So yeah, it is a coming age movie. He puts up a Steel Magnolia poster because that was her favorite movie. And then he meets a girl in college, and then it ends. Movie ends.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think Pulls is right. I don't think people should be able to vote anymore at all.
Yeah.
Maybe we
No,
should
that's
just go
it's
go
ridiculous at this point. I mean,
go
COVID,
go King.
everything.
We
If
need
you
a
ever
king.
need, if you ever thought thinking or talking about politics, just try to remember, just think about COVID and all the horrors that happened, and just remind yourself, oh yeah, everyone's retarded. Like everyone is extremely, like just a bad person. Just remind yourself of that.
So,
Know that politics
Damn.
is doomed already.
so anyways, Rose.
I don't know, man. I think there's some good pushback taking place lately in the states at least. I
Yeah,
mean, you're
and other
doomed.
it's in places that aren't
You're
Canada.
yeah,
I'll
you're
give you that
doomed.
much.
You know
Yeah.
what? If you need to, I
He'll
have a gay
he'll
brother.
marry.
You can marry him, and we will get you
Listen,
here.
His
everyone's
his
talking
name
about
his name
marriage.
his name is Austin.
Yeah, my gay
Listen,
brother's
I
name is
can't.
Austin.
How am I gonna lie about this? I need to
Nice.
find a. I need to find
What?
an actual woman
You
in
never
America.
kissed a you never kissed a guy before?
I think I should just go to school in the States.
Rosie,
I should just give up my hopes and dreams and go to school.
Rosie, who are
Yeah.
you marrying? You're not gonna marry anyone. Take Pools and get him to the states.
Yeah, Rosie, can I crash at your crib for like a few nights?
I'm you lunch. Remember that?
Huh? What?
Remember I invited you to lunch.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
damn.
I'm talking about at your house.
Yeah, I
You
said
said-
you'd come over for lunch.
A little
Really?
lunch and munch.
You don't remember this conversation?
Yeah, I do. No, I do.
No, he doesn't.
What would
No,
the
I-
meal be? What would you make? What would you put together for him? You'd order
Hard-
Greek. I bet you're getting Greek takeout.
Yeah,
Greek
I
takeouts.
told him.
What does that mean?
I mean, the fucking Tzatziki is gonna be in containers.
Okay, listen, Rose. I don't know. I need to. Yeah, I need to marry someone.
I have a
Or
I
I'll
have,
I'll
just go
get
to
you-
school.
I have
I
a
think I'm just gonna
gay
go to school in the
I have a
States.
gay retarded cousin. I can probably put
Wait,
in a good
remember
word for you.
when you were talking to that girl from LA?
Yeah, I remember that. She was pretty hot.
Why not marry her?
Fuego.
Well, so she was black, and I kept saying the N word.
Oh.
Wait, was it the
Enough
hard
said.
R? Was it the hard R or the soft A?
I'm just
version?
kidding. Dude,
Yeah.
I'd
Which
marry
one?
a black girl, bro. What's your problem?
Yo, she was nothing my problem. She was hot. She was pretty hot, and she was really whitewashed. Like she was great. And
Oh, now we're getting real racist. Now real racism is happening. It's all
what are you
been
talking
jokes.
about?
She's whitewashed. It's great. Come on, dude.
Dude, she like.
You
We
sound
get
like
it. We
Brandon.
get it. She had
I mean,
straight
I'm
hair.
Listen,
Jeez.
I'm talking.
I'm
Yeah,
just
she
kidding.
had straight hair. She's culturally. She goes to Starbucks every morning. She wears Lululemon.
She's part of Turning
Oh,
Point
okay.
USA.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not like, dude. Like, what do you want me to
Yeah.
say? I'm saying
Her pussy
she
didn't smell that bad.
culturally is like I want to be. I fit in with the white crowd, and she she was really cool. She was pretty hot too. But
Yeah.
I kept like I said the N word and not at her, but in her presence, and
Was it the hard
she
R
blocked
one?
me. Well, she blocked me once, and then after a few months, I convinced her to talk to me again, and then I did it again.
Yeah.
And now
I did it again.
that second
Did it
strike
again.
is
Dude,
over.
I love you, Pulse. You're the man. This is how you got to go about this because I do the same thing like on a regular basis. This is how you
Yeah.
from now on. This is what you got to
Pushing the
do.
limit.
Before you just drop the N word on her, you gotta preface this. Like, look, I think that really the real
Right.
issue with racism is that black people still get upset if white people say, "I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
I
it on live
explained
on
that to
stream."
her. I explained
Yeah.
that to her.
And once the black community just doesn't care if anybody says that word, then racism is solved. It's all over after that.
Honestly,
Nobody-
man, I just shouldn't have said anything. This girl came from a great upper middle class family.
She's like a caramel
I
Britney
mean,
Venti.
the ball, like she was way better. She was like she doesn't look.
Good one, Beauty.
I fucked it up yet again. So You know.
It don't even matter, bro. I'm Irish out here. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. The fuck does
What
that
does
I
that
mean?
was
mean?
in I was enslaved by the European nation.
Oh
My
yeah,
people were
yeah.
enslaved by
Whatever.
the Europeans at the same time.
Listen, no
You
one, no
can't.
one listens to any of that. Okay, it
Listen,
doesn't
we
matter.
get it. You have
Listen,
a
you
drinking
block
problem,
me,
Austin.
and
I
that's
don't know what to do about that.
I'm just saying, no. I mean, it's just slavery is a joke. It's all a joke. It was literally not racial whatsoever. They tried to enslave the Indians. It didn't work. They knew the land too well. It didn't matter who the people were. I mean, it never does with slaves. It just matters that you have free labor. And the fact that people keep making racism a topic is the issue. So I'm gonna just keep getting edgier and edgier until it goes away. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
uh, yeah.
that's a
Race
great way.
relations are gonna get their race relations are so tense and awkward. It's only gonna get worse.
It's not that bad. I'm in the South, and it's really not that bad. It's bad in like California. Everyone's like, white people
Yeah,
are
that's what I
like,
mean.
Rosie can attest to this. White people suck dick for the approval of black people in California.
Yeah, they
It's
suck
very
black dick,
weird.
right, Rose?
They do. They just they just are like walking on. It's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing to witness. They just start hitting them with like compliments out of nowhere, and
Yeah, like why?
yeah,
Like you see like the most dumbest shit ever. Like why do black guys smell so good? Like you be
yeah.
having
I
lunch with
don't know.
someone in California and be like eating like a pancake at like 5 p.m. in the afternoon because you're in Denny's, and
Why
they
black
just
dude's dick
they,
so nice?
yeah,
You
they'd be
know?
like, yeah, why so smooth? Why smell so good?
How come they don't get old looking?
Like, dude, I who the fuck started the conversation like that? I just sat down. Like
Now,
you've had moments like that, Rose, right?
can we get
Uh,
Judy in here?
Nah, he doesn't. He hates being on
Judy's
here.
Judy's in the chat. Bring him in.
I
you
mean,
know what's
you
so
can try.
crazy?
What?
I feel like past like few times I've listened to you guys talking on here, like no one's saying anything super crazy. So I was like, oh, maybe they're getting more tame. But then today, it's like crazy.
What do you mean?
What did I do?
What did we do?
Yeah.
List out everything
It's
we did.
we
Yeah,
are
what did
very
I
tame
do?
now. We actually don't do anything anymore. But hey, Nick Fuentes was on Fresh and Fit, and people like, Kanye West was right, and there's certain things we have to discuss.
Hold on, let me try and do a Nick Fuentes impression.
All right, let's
Oh.
do this.
You know, what's
The
crazy is, America, we're trying to make things better. And, all kinds of things with America. We got politics. I mean, Trump, what is there else to say, So I'm an American, and I think America first. It's a good policy.
Friend of the
Yeah.
show, Nick Fuentes, live on the air.
Yeah, do we want to take tanks to Detroit? Of course, but it's fascism in the name of Jesus. We're totalitarian in Christ, so it's okay. We'll kill all the black men. Complete genocide. It's no problem at all. Jesus said so. Yeah,
I really like Nick Mullen's impression of Tucker Carlson. Man, that's so good. I wish I could do a Tucker Carlson impression that good.
Oh yeah, I
it is
remember.
good. It's just the cadence you have to get down. But I've thought about Nick
Yeah.
recently, and Nick annoys me now. I'm actually annoyed with Nick because he has
Oh.
he's a genius. I love him. He's great. But
Yeah.
like to where
Go
he's
on.
at now, he was so great when he started. He was so funny.
Yeah,
so
he was on top of the
interesting.
world. What's he now?
The
He's
mo-
just like Normie T or Kanye Edge or something?
No, he's literally like he's a caged bird that sings. You know what I mean? He
He's a
used to
Maya
just kind of
Angelou
like
poem.
Oh, he's trying to be mainstream. I got you.
I think he enjoys the prison he made for himself when what made him funny was that he was actually living in a hell. You know what I mean? And that's why he was so great, because he truly did have these beliefs. But now you can tell that like it's like the caged bird who sings, he enjoys the prison that he's now created for himself. And so
I'm
he
confused.
keeps the same attitude. I think now that he likes life, he has the same attitude
yeah.
as he had beforehand.
Well,
but
I can't even stand to listen to him anymore, because you're right. It's just, and I couldn't put my finger on why, but I think it's something to do with that.
he's lying. He should change his outlook, but he hasn't, and he had a whole like little mental health crisis with it. He's like touched on it before, but he wants to keep this character going when now it's not real anymore, and you can see right through it. Like it's very
So
clear.
what? He's not this edgy guy anymore. Like, please go. I'm really curious. Like, I want You've done the research. Fill me in.
This
No,
this
no.
nigga,
I
this
feel like
nigga
I'm good
fucks
at.
Identity crisis.
femboys. He fucks femboys, dude. That's why he's happy now.
I remember that.
Well, no, I think he just needs to stop like pretending like he's like the mental health guy. That's like, and it's not even. He's not even like pushing it that hard anymore. But he's like, I mean, they're clearly just tanking the podcast, not even trying with that
It's
shit
on
anymore.
Nick Mullen. I mean, I thought we're on Nick Fuentes. So,
No, no. Nick Fuentes will be
Wait.
president in like 15 years.
Wait. You were talking about Nick Mullen this whole time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
was
thought you
talking
were
about
talking
Nick
about
Mullen.
Nick Fuentes. I was like,
Oh, no.
okay.
Nick Fuentes. What's interesting about Nick is that I agree with a lot of the things he says, but I don't trust him at all.
well, yeah, he's Mexican. You never
well,
trust
I
a
think
Mexican.
I think he is kind of like chasing power in some way. I'm not sure.
It's okay. I understand now that you said that all you're saying is about Nick Mullen. I understand it completely. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
He's rich.
it doesn't. You're right.
Right.
It doesn't make sense with Fuentes at all. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
cool.
like, okay. No, Mullen, that makes way more sense. He's like, he's like, it's kind of like, with Nick Mullen, it's kind of like, now what? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you can say that about any artist.
I mean, I feel like he's aware that's why he's just a producer now for the actual show.
Yeah, I love.
I was wondering who Nick Fuentes was, so I looked him up. It says he's a far-right American white supremacist.
He's
Mexican.
Mexican. He's Mexican.
Yeah, he's
too.
Mexican.
He's a Mexican white
Mexican.
supremacist.
He's a virgin. He's literally just a little boy, dude. He is very, very smart. He's highly intelligent. I think he probably would have described himself as a white nationalist a few years ago, but he would say I'm a nationalist that's white at the very least. But
he's not white.
He's not white. He's Mexican.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Yeah,
come on.
he's half Mexican.
Yeah.
I don't think he's. I really don't get like real racist vibes from him, but I also think that his whole race relations view is insane. I think when people hyper focus on race, it gets a little weird because I think it's usually more of a culture issue than anything.
Yeah, that's
And
why
he's,
I like it. That's why I joke around about it a lot because it really is insane. Like
it is. It's crazy.
I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida, so there's
it's
like a
because
lot
it has
of
this
Caribbean.
explanatory power. That's what his whole reasoning is. He's like, oh, it's because it has explanatory power, and that's why blacks have lower IQs or whatever. But it doesn't really check out. It's honestly pretty weak overall.
So Nick
It's
Mullen,
insane.
you think he's just sorry? I need you. Like, he's just not funny anymore.
No, I think it is less funny. I like the interviews a lot that Adam's been doing lately, and
Adam's pretty good.
It seems like even in his like they're doing the monologue and stuff that like those have been inconsistent. But I just think that Nick should just not be. I think he should have a new era. Like like it should be just a.
Yeah, they need to reinvent themselves.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's trying to do that. He's been trying to do that.
Yeah,
for the past,
not really.
2
Like,
years.
kinda. Yeah, but it's still just a talk show. Kinda, it's different, but not really. You know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like tonally. I think it's a lot different than Come Town. Like, it's only one person
For
now
me,
to guess.
For me, I just don't see. I think the amount of content to follow online is dizzying. I think keeping up with everything and all this shit celebrity. I don't know how people do it. I don't get it.
He releases like an episode like every 2 to 3 weeks. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, that's what. So I gotta find fucking 3 hours to listen to. I don't know who the fuck is their. Who's their guest? Some guy that was in some B movie.
They had Jadakiss.
Who?
Jadakiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a great
That
rapper.
wasn't one of the best interviews, honestly. I could barely finish it.
I guess this is more about me. It's like whenever I think about, I want to be a content creator, which is such a gay fucking name. But anyway, like I want to create some channel. But then I just think about all the channels being made, and there's only more being made every day. It's like, how many fucking YouTubers are there? Like, who's watching all? How is anyone able to consume?
That's your problem. That's your problem.
Dude, there is so many, bro. There's so many that are successful. There's people getting millions of views that you've never even heard of. There's probably tens of thousands.
That's exactly my point. That you don't get what I'm saying. That's exactly my point. Where it's like
that shouldn't discourage you from making it.
Really
I mean, it should do the
but it
opposite. Like
does because it's just you're just floating in a sea of like
oh, so
it's
you
just
want to be
noise.
famous is what you're after, and that's different than wanting to be. Because if you just want to
Mm,
make art, if you
Yeah.
just want to get paid to make art, that would be that's good. That's reassuring. Okay, I could
I
like,
guess
but if
so.
if you
But
want to
there's a
be famous, it's
discouraging. No,
like,
I don't
well,
want to be. I don't want to be famous.
if
I
everybody's
just want.
famous, what's the point of being famous?
Well, I just when you're making art in an era where everyone's making art, it just doesn't feel that like you're making a difference at all. You know,
I mean that's
it
what
doesn't feel
everyone
that
that's what
special.
everyone thought like back in like the early 1900s,
Like the
when
printing press and
yeah,
shit.
with the printing press, when people were like, everyone now can like print something. They can like
Right.
make
And
paintings and
there
stuff.
probably was a lot of shit being printed.
And there's still like lots of great artists from the early 1900s. Like that really
Right.
shouldn't discourage you. I think it should motivate you. Just be the best you
All
can.
right. Yeah. Okay. You guys got a point. It's just
Speaking of content
all
and
right. Well,
this
okay. Okay. So I passed that hurdle. You guys are my therapist. Okay. So I passed that hurdle. But the next hurdle I get to is, well, what am I going to make that makes money that's actually fun to make? You know,
uh
anything that
oh
makes money.
I heard podcasting does pretty well. I've never tried it before, but I don't know. I've been seeing like these people like talk on mics about some bullshit for like an hour and a
Yeah, we're
half.
doing that right now. It's not
I know.
working.
I'm doing a joke. You ever heard about
We
jokes
need to do it.
before?
Ah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, you just got
Um,
to figure out what you want to do. I mean, I'm always working on like a few different things at any given time,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
me
but
I
none
too.
of
don't.
them are fucking profitable, and that's a problem to me.
Yeah, it's
They
true.
they won't be for a long time. I mean, it's not like
Yeah, I meant for the long
you're not
haul.
gonna.
All right, that's fair. Listen, Austin, plug yourself. What's your shit? What's your main thing right now? What's your channel?
Well, I just started. I'm doing. I just did some audio engineering for Chansey,
Oh
so I'm doing
yeah.
Oh
audio
wow.
engineering
Yeah, I wanted to talk
for
about
content
that.
creators now. If anyone needs any audio engineering done and they're a broke content creator,
I didn't know you could do that. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, I
cool.
mean, I produce beats, dude. I make music. I record artists. I got some cool.
All right,
My
but
first album came
I
out.
just got done watching this Sam Hyde rant about like don't be a dabbler, don't be making beats and you're making
Yeah,
beats like
well, don't be a dabbler for sure. I mean, I've done this
those are
shit for
great
years.
hobbies. Those are great hobbies, but it's like how do I want to make money? I'm feeling like Kevin O'Leary right now.
Well, the only thing the best thing you can. That's what I'm trying to make money too. Truly, that's like I want to make money out of all this shit. That's why the number one thing you can do as a content creator is music videos. There's music videos, and then there's all other content. So music videos are like by far the number one.
Yeah.
As far as views go. And then like TikTok now is great. So that's kind of where I've been going is to be able to
I
just
guess I'm
produce
just a
music videos
boomer. I guess I've
quickly.
always just been a boomer
Yeah,
where
you
it's
kind of
like
have
who
to
the fuck's
adapt to the
watching
yeah, that's the new
like
landscape. Like
who's watching these music videos? Like who the fuck who's
black
watching
people.
music
Nobody,
videos?
no, it's literally nobody. It doesn't even matter. It's like a lot of it's regional. Like there's people that are famous in like different parts of the country that you've never
Yeah.
even. It really doesn't even matter now that everyone's famous. Nobody's famous. You know what I mean? But it just also
Right.
means that you have the best chance to make money doing this stuff. And it's different because like if I was in the East Coast forever, I have a different perspective. But since I lived in California, I see a lot of like dumb motherfuckers that were able to make a good living
Just
doing
hustling.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just doing it. It's just doing it over and over and over again.
Consistent.
That's
Like
yeah.
Tesla. Yeah.
And
All
you'd be
right, I'm gonna
surprised. A
make a
lot of
phone call. I'm gonna make a phone call. We got Jennifer, the waitress at the Italian restaurant, who said Italians are not white.
Are you serious? You've been
Uh,
talking to her?
yeah, I got her number still.
Oh,
Should we call her up? She's probably not gonna pick up.
sure.
All right, I'll be right back.
I do want to talk about the video, guys. So let's so I'm very excited for tomorrow. That's when the video's
yeah.
dropping, the drunk economics video. I haven't even showed Jeremiah the video, so it's gonna be great. I love it. There's like there's like so much weird shit on it. It's it's gonna be great. I'm
I
like
did some mixing on it as well
yeah,
because you had like such high distincts between the highs and lows. I tried to do a little bit of mixing on there.
yeah, thank
Just
you.
really quick though. That would normally cost extra. I just did a little just took care of the main peaks and valleys. I didn't really do like all that much, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
it sounded a lot better,
Oh no,
and
it
the
did.
video was funny.
Thanks. Um, yeah, yeah, that was like, yeah, we filmed that at Silver Cup.
I really like the beginning and the end, how you did it like cinematically. Um, did you guys? Is it the same length as what
It's the same.
I
It's
did?
it's the same length. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you guys get a little alcohol in you, it starts to flow. There is a little bit of a there's a little
Oh,
tension at
oh,
first.
oh, oh, all that was fake.
You guys, that was staged. That was scripted.
All that was staged and scripted. Yeah, we weren't drunk at all.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Jeremiah gets. He said Austin's saying he was more authentic when he's in a downward spiral. Nick, he acts like he's always in a downward spiral, and that's why it was authentic when he really was. He's been in an upward spiral for the past like 2.5, 3 years now.
Right,
Four
and he
years.
doesn't
It's
know
like
how to harness that or incorporate that into some different, well, he's probably still depressed though, like in
I
all
don't think he is.
actuality.
I don't
No?
think he is.
Okay.
I think he tries to pretend he is. That's what it seems like
Right,
to me. I just don't believe it when he does that fake depression shit and the
right.
mental health shit. He used to be clear. I used to suffer from the same type of mania and neuroses that he had when I was at
Yeah.
a different point too, and I could recognize it and it seemed familiar. And now he just does like weird shit that's just kind of like quirky and dumb. Um, so I don't know, but
Yeah.
I still like him creatively. He's still got it. I don't think you have to be miserable to be creative. That's a bullshit thing. Like it's like the Bukowskian idea of being an artist, which it helps at if you've gone through like horrible shit for sure, but you don't have to constantly be miserable.
Yeah, like
I think there's
I'm
well, this is
miserable
like
and my life's,
this is obvious, but like being miserable is like addicting for certain people. So when I say certain people, I mean myself.
yeah,
Misery loves company too. So if you like being
Yeah.
miserable, you need other people to join you in that
yeah.
misery.
Yeah.
That's why I like hanging out with you guys. All you guys are
Well,
suffering in
yeah,
your own different ways.
life does
Yeah.
suck. I mean, life fucking sucks, dude. This shit is not great.
Yeah. One time I was at this hippie commune called Pools Land, and this fucking bitch who was like 32,
Wait a minute.
uh, she,
Is that why
she
you're
was trying
called
to
Fool's
downplay.
Land?
Yeah, she was trying to downplay how much of a slut she was. But anyway, I was trying to explain to this hippie bitch. Hippies cope so hard. Like nature's a utopia. It's like no, it's not. There's fucking mosquitoes with malaria. Anyway,
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, life is suffering, and she's like, no, it's not. She got mad at me, stupid bitch.
yeah. Don't even
Cold-hearted.
talk to. Yeah, hippies are like the stupidest of people. They're
They're
purely
so
carnal.
dumb.
Hey,
So
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
dumb.
Rose, what's your opinion on life? On your own life?
My own life.
Yeah.
You feel like
I
it's
don't
a
know.
cruel
Is life
fate that's
suffering?
been bestowed
I
upon you.
guess girls can't make themselves vulnerable the same way we can. I guess
Rosie
what we do it. I do it
she
with a.
compartmentalizes it, dude. She compartmentalizes it. She completely blocks it out and doesn't even ever
Well,
have
I
to
do
think
it.
about it.
I do it with like a gay like irony. Like, yeah, I'm suffering, but it's cool. It's just such a big cope. Like,
Yeah,
I think irony sucks. But
yeah.
I don't know the alternative. So
Yeah, so Rose, what's your opinion on your
Satire.
life?
Are you asking me if
Yes.
I think life is suffering?
No, like your life. Your
is life suffering? I mean, wait, wow. What's the question? She can't give an answer if she doesn't understand what the question is.
Okay.
Do you
So
hate your life,
I guess
Rose?
the philosophical question would be there's I'm gonna get really meta here. The utilitarian philosophical view would be that it's better to never have been than to be and be suffering. So if you could have it your way, would you have ever been born, or would you just not ever be born and just would you rather have been than not been at all?
Depends what time of day you ask me.
I still want to be born. But
Rosie?
yeah, Rose?
Oh, yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's a stupid philosophy. The utilitarians are retarded. They say like the only thing that matters is joy or pleasure, and that like if suffering outweighs joy or pleasure, then it's not worth it whatsoever. Which is right because life is suffering. It's
I've been
majority.
listening. I've been listening to a lot of Schopenhauer, German pessimism lately. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that's some
Yeah.
good stuff, dude. Just to go full. Yeah, I fall asleep to that from time to time.
Uh,
Don't try. Trying is stupid.
I've been listening to a
That's
lot of like No Jumper episodes with Crip Mac in it, and I do agree with him. You shouldn't kill yourself
50 story.
on 55th Street.
Hold on. I'm
Speaking of
gonna try and call
mentally
fucking.
disabled people,
I'm gonna try and call Delta.
Yeah,
Man, last time he was on here, he was drunk. He did not shut the fuck up. Remember that?
Yeah, that was last
yeah,
episode. You know, I was in
not
this.
the greatest audio.
I was at the studio. It was great.
Oh yeah, I
I
was
was.
telling him about
Uh,
every person. Man, it's crazy. Every person, like, it's getting to a point where like you could kind of visit. There was like a certain people you could kind of visit. You know, old friends that you could kind of visit, and it would be a little awkward. But now it's getting to a point where like these people are just, oh my god, people are on the brink, dude. People are on the brink out there, man.
I
I'm
mean,
visiting all these old friends. They're crazy, dude.
if
Delta
everyone,
thought it was me. I'm normal as shit.
if I ever wanted to hang
Well,
out with my friends, I just walk into the local cemetery. They're always there.
yeah. No, it is true that I mean, if you're like bought into the whole like liberal world, like they've got the whole worldview down, dude. Like Tavistock figured it all out. They got everything answered for you, but the shit starts breaking. People start glitching. That's why that girl just had a breakdown on the plane. Started thinking there was people on it that weren't there,
Oh
and
yeah.
then
I thought
Katy
you
Perry's
just.
eyes started twitching out. It's just like you're gonna see more and more of this type of shit going on. There's gonna be a lot more breakdowns. It's gonna become more and more common.
Yeah.
There's also, I mean, a biblical element to it too, where like, as we get closer to the second coming, that there is going to,
Exponential.
yeah, the
Exponential. Yeah.
demonic forces are going to
When the hell is
have,
that
yeah,
happening?
well, no man will know, but there will
you
be
don't
signs,
like really drunk.
huh?
You don't think the girl on the plane was just drunk?
She
No,
could have
I
been. I mean,
no,
is that
no
does that
drunk
make
what
person
you,
would
people
act
who,
say
like
that they're
who,
that.
not real?
yeah, who has ever gotten drunk and started hallucinating people? That
Yeah,
doesn't
I
happen.
just thought she took
Yeah.
she accidentally took the wrong amount of like acid or something.
Yeah,
Hey
no,
Rosie, have you ever been drunk?
Well, no, acid doesn't cause that either. Maybe if she took way too much Benadryl would be the only thing. But even with that, what's interesting is that like you take too much Benadryl, there's people that are reporting the same hallucinations. They see the dude in the hat, the black dude in the hat. Same with it's like it's not just a chemical thing. But yeah, I don't think she was drunk. She didn't seem drunk, and that wouldn't have been that wouldn't make sense as a side effect. Is Pools on hold? What's going on?
I
he's
don't know.
calling Bell.
He's trying
That's
to.
so annoying how Canada's phones don't work properly.
I know, right?
I
You know,
I
you
got a
know,
tech deck here.
it's been a lot of like big talk right now. Let's ease out a bit. Let's chill out. Let's do some small talk.
Do you hear about the
Yeah.
blue dress, gold dress guy?
Ever since my trip to Mexico. Speaking of taking drugs on a before an airplane flight, ever since my trip to Mexico, I bought 30 tablets of Xanax.
You selling?
It's taken me two.
Are you plugging right
Huh?
now? Are you plugging right now? Your fucking drug deals
Those
on
are
the
for
podcast?
no, those are for him.
All right, guys.
Those are for
If you
me.
guys want to
30
buy
tablets.
some and you're in the Toronto
No,
area,
let me finish.
call 9 Stoops. Okay.
Thank you for not giving out my number.
Yeah.
There was 30 tablets, and I gave out some of them to my friends. Anyway, it took me 2 months to take them all, so I wasn't even doing them daily. But everyone got really worried about me. The people closest to me, my friends, etc., were really worried about me. They're like,
That's so
Xanax,
gay.
how many times are you taking today? And it's like, I got fucking chill. I got this under control.
so
Anyway,
gay.
I
I'm
ran out
out
like a
like
week
a
ago,
light.
so I'm going through withdrawal, I guess.
Oh, that's. Do you feel like you're extra anxious now that you stopped taking it?
A little bit, like a little.
That's not
Not
a lot,
really.
dude. 30 is
Yeah.
not a lot over that period of time. I've literally eaten
Yeah.
30
So
Xanax
yeah.
bars
So
in
I
one day, multiple times.
yeah.
I used to eat 20 to 30
Exactly.
bars
I looked up. I looked
regularly.
up online like what's the Xanax addiction like, and you see these fucking white trash rednecks being like,
The-
"I'll take 100 bars a day," and it's like, holy shit. Yeah. No. I guess
No,
You know what'd be
well,
funny
pretty
in
much a
if
doctor
California,
prescribed amount.
you know what'd be funny
yeah,
if
in
like
Calif.
if you look that
Hold
up
on,
and
real quick
like
though.
okay.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
Alright, you
that
know what'd be
you
funny if
were
you like look that up and it just turns on your webcam?
that would be that's probably. I mean, it probably does happen. They got that. There's that video that shows like the iPhones are always taking infrared pictures of you,
No, but like the
and if you
window
look
That's
through,
pops up, so
crazy.
it's just a reflection
if
of
you look,
yourself.
but if you look at any iPhone in the infrared camera, it flashes like every 5 seconds because it's
Yeah, I've
constantly
seen
taking.
that too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's real. That's real. But anyway, the Xanax thing. My friend had a doctor. There was a bunch of dirty doctors in California, and like people would just doctor shop. They'd get a bunch
That's
of
all of
different
them.
prescriptions, and yeah. And so
Damn.
my friend even asked his doctor. He said, Can I take too many of these?" He said, "You could eat." It was a jar of 90 bars. He said, "You could eat this whole thing and you wouldn't overdose." And so
Holy
like I mean,
shit.
and yeah, and it's not even a joke. Like I mean, I've been in a group of like four people where we just go through 90 bars in a day. And I mean,
Whoa.
you start taking them, and then you just forget how many you took. Like it's so
Oh
easy to
yeah.
go
Candy.
through. Like yeah, I mean, we would do, and I would be driving. I would have 20 bars in my system over the course of 2 hours, and I'd be driving. That's how fucking stupid I was.
They're literally. I
And
just shove them in a Pez dispenser. They're literally candy.
you can do two. You can do two on each Pez. I've done that too. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I mean,
No, I was taking. I was just taking one before bed. Getting a good night's sleep, and everyone's freaking out. And it's like I'm taking 1 milligram a day.
No, that
Not
they're
even
they're
like
probably
every
thinking you're
day.
trying to
Like
be like Drake.
it does fuck you up
um.
though. You become like anxiety wasn't even a thing until I started taking Xanax. Like it does
Right.
fuck you. It really does
It
fuck
changes
you
your
up long term.
chemicals. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took me years to get past that too. I mean, I was at the point where I was having seizures without it though. Like my whole high school was on it.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
it was
Yeah.
it was like it was an Orange
The
County high
only.
school. Like
The
everybody was
only.
barred out.
Not the only way, but I think a good reason that I'm okay is because I saw all these warning videos before I started taking them. That's like, don't do this. Shit is extremely addictive, etc. So,
Yeah,
anyway,
it's fucked, man. That stuff is
Mm.
no joke. I was just listening to like old Sam Kinison tapes, and like Xanax was a brand new drug at the time that Sam
that's
Kinison started
awesome.
taking it. He just
That's so
fucking
cool.
yeah, he's just completely fucked up. There's Howard Stern telling a story about him driving, Sam Kinison driving him back home, but he took a bunch of Xanax beforehand, so he's like having to drive him back before the Xanax kicks in. And then Sam passes a billboard that has him on it, but somebody threw red paint on it, and Sam like stops the car, backs up on a busy street, and starts yelling at the billboard. Dude, Sam Kinison was the man, dude. I've been going through his old stuff. It's I forgot how great he was. You guys ever go through? You ever look through the oldies, dude? The classics, some Andy Kaufman, anything like that?
I used to watch a lot of Andy Kaufman's videos. I watched his whole thing. Yeah, it
I
was pretty
you know,
cool.
I like Sam better though. Like they both comedy was forever different after both of them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
comedy's so different now. You can't even really compare it. So that's why I kind of stopped watching old comedy videos because, like, the world we live in now, it's like, it's way different to navigate comedy.
Yeah, comedy is just
You got to
it's weird now.
you got to be like that. God, who's that guy on YouTube that sucks? I don't
Red
know.
bar.
What's his? I don't even know. He looks. I don't know his name. Never mind.
Do you guys like Red Bar, the guy who does the he just watches other people's content and talks shit the whole time?
I remember.
Yeah, it's probably okay.
I remember I remember like I was introduced to that by Young Red Pill like a while ago. I was like, so like is his bit that like he's like just mad at everyone?
Yeah. Yeah, he just hates everybody
I kind of I
that
mean
does anything.
I gotta appreciate that, like as a certified hater, it's pretty good.
No, I
Who?
mean
Red Pill?
every
No,
now
no, Red
no
Bar.
Red Bar. Every now and then he
Oh,
says something funny, but I it's like a struggle for me to watch his content because he's just saying nothing over and over before.
That's
I don't
that's
know.
how
It just
that's how
doesn't.
that's how the listener feels every episode of Class 20XX.
Yeah, we're about to. We need to put this to bed. We gotta destroy this channel, nuke it. We gotta come back completely tame. No more
Listen,
talking
we got to
about
get
race.
We
real
got we
microphones.
gotta get. Well, I'll be honest. Like, I kind of like
I
the
have one.
aesthetic. I also have one too.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
our problem. Like the
We
aesthetic of like experimental art or whatever is not going to
It
make money.
I'm not
Okay.
I'm
nah.
not
It
I'm not trying to make money off of this.
Well,
That's
fuck. I don't know how much longer I can do this for, man. I don't know. I need to make money.
Yeah, I'm
um.
with you. I need to. It needs to be for profit pretty soon. I mean, yeah,
We're getting
definitely.
old.
I
Don't
don't. I
worry.
don't mind doing this show. I don't mind doing this show for free though. I got my
I
hands in
love it.
enough other things.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Don't worry.
I'll do
When this
this.
video comes out tomorrow, man, because I spent a lot of money making it. It's gonna really change things.
This can
I
be for
hope so.
charity. I don't. This will be my charity. I'll put this in for a little while. I feel like I'm obligated to it. It was like, we're just gonna keep it going for the. But we could all. I mean, there's some ideas that you can come up with. Like there's an idea right now that if you have the right idea, it'll go viral. I have one that I'm gonna do when I get the perfect album. Once I have the perfect album, I'm going to rent a Bugatti or some sort of supercar, and I'm gonna be like, I'll probably try to get a McLaren if I can. Rent a McLaren down in Miami, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna be like, album out now. You ever seen anyone fucking drift a McLaren? And then I'm gonna drive it straight into a telephone pole and just fuck it up, and that shit will go viral, guaranteed.
Oh hell yeah, dude. You're
Um,
gonna be on fucking be on that Instagram page.
but I'm gonna make it look like I'm just retarded. You know what I mean? Like it
You
was
don't
like an
have to.
accident. Like I really, you don't have
You don't have
to,
to
but
try.
like,
I'm
That is
saying
how you go viral.
you don't not say
I'm
you don't have to
saying.
try. You're already good at it.
yeah, I mean, I do. I put a lot of effort into portraying the fool. I learned that from Norm Macdonald. You want to be jovial in spirit, add levity to any situation, not take yourself too seriously. Pools, fucking dick. And I would put a couple of speaking of pools, those pool noodles? I'd probably put a couple pool noodles in the front of the bumper so it didn't do
No,
that much
no, you
damage.
gotta get hurt. You gotta like get
You
like
got to just get insurance.
yeah, get insurance too at the
Yeah,
rental
I'd rent
Yeah.
a
place.
car. It'd be a rental car that I got insurance on, and I would have to get the car returned before I put the video out, so they couldn't try to come at me for extra charges for negligence or whatever.
Yeah.
But you gotta be you know what you sound like, Pools? You sound defeated, and I kind of am too. I've kind of already lost my will to live, and I'm just going on at this point because
Yeah.
I have to. But
Yeah.
making shit should be like the alternative. Like I have to make shit in order to not put fentanyl into my veins and just get high every day. I have to like do
Listen, I get
something,
that,
make
but
shit.
it feels like such a waste when it's like, oh, I'm not making money off this. Everyone else is making shit. Like, so what? We all just go on our fucking computers.
Well,
Is that what life
it
is?
takes it takes like a lot of people take 2 to 7 years, of just one prod. You gotta do something like every other day or weekly,
Mm.
before you even start getting traction. So I mean, it's really just about being consistent, bro. There's people that are playing with Legos getting millions of views just because they put stuff out like every.
Right, and
There's and
is that supposed to motivate me?
well, I mean,
I hate these people.
yeah, I would rather not do anything than have to just make some shitty formulaic bullshit over and over.
Yeah.
So is
That's just
that
like,
there's exactly therein lies the rub. That's exactly the conundrum I'm talking about.
but you don't
Pretty
have to do
simple.
that. Well, you could have a formula like this is a formula. We just jump on here and fuck around, but it doesn't make shitty bullshit. It does 90% of the time, but sometimes we make gold. You just have to have the right formula. You know what I mean? Like Deuteronomy would.
Well, it's
I
not
think
like no one has the attention span to listen to this shit, even if it is gold.
You're wrong. People would rather just have something playing in the background than listen to silence. And a lot of people are just bored with like the conventional content and like they prefer to discover their own thing that no one knows about just because it makes it like cool to them. That's why there's like even why do you think anyone watches streamers in the first place? Most
Because
of that
they're
is just
fucking gay and retarded.
Exactly. And they're
yeah,
also
Because I
alone.
hate them.
it's a big part of it, but yeah, I mean, people are there's we can do better shit than what already successful people are doing. We just have to, you know,
Cope.
take it
I don't know,
take it a
man.
little.
Sounds like some cope to me, but okay, I hope so.
Look, just come
Well,
to the premiere tomorrow, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I already have like people I've seen that are doing cool things, and It's not that. It's just hard when you have to start at zero and you just have to start from the ground level and build up. Um,
Right.
but not that
For
crazy.
me, I guess the biggest problem is analysis paralysis,
Yeah, yeah.
decision paralysis.
You just overthink everything and never do anything because of it.
It's like, oh, let's make a podcast. It's like, oh, but I could be doing so much. I could be doing way better shit. You know. It's, oh, what about
Well, then do better shit and then do a podcast. It's not like you got
Yeah,
fucking
You
what you're
that's
can't
what
do
I've
working
both.
been.
and
No,
That's
I
what
don't.
I've
I'm
been
a
doing.
firm believer in not
I'm
doing
doing.
both. Like,
It's
I don't
so
know.
easy. It's so easy to do both.
This
I
this,
do. I
this
do.
And
takes
I'm
that's
no
doing
why
like
you can't
effort.
succeed at one. Confucius say, "Man who put finger in stinky bum has stinky finger in morning."
no. You're wrong. It's literally like fucking. It's. I mean, the reason that people are successful is because they find a formula that makes it to where they can put out content easily with like the least energy possible. But
Right.
it's like you got to find something that works. So it's yeah. I mean, if you want to have a hobby, if you want to start learning motion graphics, by all means, spend a few years learning that. I'm actually about to start doing it myself. But if
Good
if
luck.
then you can it's not that difficult. I don't. I really. I mean, I've already done like a little bit. I'm good with software. Like I've played on a bunch of these shits, so not that tricky. But like,
Mm.
it's just doing something. It's just doing something at all. Is like the start start making anything. Most of the time, you have to do shit for like a decade before it ever pays off. Anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Um,
Yeah, especially if it's like an art form. Like me. I'm an artist technically, and I haven't got my big come up, and I've been doing this for like maybe almost 13, 12 years.
not even.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what we should just. I mean, I
It
don't
just
know.
takes
I
the right
think
idea. Get the
I
right
think we should all
idea.
just come up with an idea that we can work on together and move into the mop house and make it happen. It's that, or this all just might as well just be. It's just dust in the wind. It's now or
No,
never, really.
if there was if that's what I've been trying to do is like secure if you had a house where you had everyone working together, if you had like four or five guys working on one vision, it would
Mhm.
get done every time. It's even two or three.
Mhm.
So I mean it's not a bad move. But I kind of feel you. I mean, I only got like 5 more years of attempting this shit. Hopefully we can figure it out in 3. If not, I'm gonna make some babies and then get back on fentanyl.
Oh yeah, based.
So
I've said that Confucius saying wrong. The Confucius say, "Man who go to bed with itchy tushy, wake up with smelly finger." That's what I meant to say.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, Confucius also say, "Man who focus on two things, get neither."
I'd say Confucius probably likes Simpsons over South Park, so I don't fuck with him.
I like The Simpsons over South Park.
I like old Simpsons over South Park. Actually, that's kind of tough. But Simpsons just has it better. It's more keynote.
It is it's a better conversation than Family Guy South Park for sure, but it's still not, it's still South Park.
What impresses me about Family Guy is that South Park is, the writers no longer give a shit. It's okay.
The
So
writers are
Simpsons,
different.
the writers definitely suck now with the Simpsons. It's not even recognizable. But with Family Guy, if you watch like an episode that came out this week, it's still like there's still one or two jokes in there that'll make you
Yeah.
laugh out loud.
I
I
mean,
still,
Especially,
dude,
it's like, wow, the writers
the
still
last
know
season,
what's like funny.
did you watch the last season of South Park? It was amazing. I love the latest. They only did 6 episodes, which is kind of annoying, but I thought it was good.
I should watch that. I only saw the latest one I saw was Cartman getting into real estate, which was hilarious.
Judy, I
No,
have
dude, the
30K.
Japanese toilet episode was fucking incredible. I'm sorry, Chancey, I keep cutting you off.
I have 30K. This is coming from Judy. I have 30K
I saw
saved.
that.
You guys want to live in a duplex in PA, Pennsylvania?
Well,
I'm down.
my XRP investment just doubled pools. I told you it would.
What?
So
Are you
Yeah,
yeah,
serious?
I was
XRP.
surprised too.
Yep.
Oh no. Let me look this up.
Fucking.
Oh
You just
no.
missed. Yeah, it's doing good, bro. I'm about to put a few grand into Stella too. XLM, if you can, you probably should. I'm
I'm
just
just
waiting for it
waiting
to
for it
dip.
to bottom out again, but maybe I
Well,
should
it's
stop
not.
waiting.
Yeah, it's not going to get that much lower now that the information. Once the bull run hits, I just anticipate it going up. But it's like XLRP is now the only other coin besides Bitcoin that is completely vetted and 100% safe. Um,
Which one?
but XRP and XLM, I guess.
Holy shit! XRP did fucking hit. God damn.
I told you, dude, but you're like, Pool, I know everything. I knew about it 2 years ago, bro.
Guys,
Like,
guys, guys, don't
I
get
can't
don't
get
get
over how
salty.
I feel like I already missed out on crypto. It's over.
no, it's not, dude. It's going to be another good run here coming soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should go buy some this week. Yo,
Yeah,
tell
I'm
me
look.
what to put my bets on.
Yeah, Class
Red,
20XX
black.
is the podcast gonna make you guys rich. So listen to everything we're about to say right now.
Yeah, I think.
XRP. What else?
Well, we should. We
X-
what we need to do, Pools, is we just have. This is what people are doing now. We can buy a couple fake Instagram accounts. There's a legit website that sells them. Just force our way up to the top. Get some bots. Force some bots onto our streams. Just let's just artificially, move our way up to the upper echelon, and then it's like once you have enough things, like the algorithms will start working in our favor. Once it doesn't have, we'll have to do decent in order to sustain it. After that, we'll have to actually make shit that's not bad. But I think we could just bullshit our way all the way up to a position where we are making money off of it.
Off of what?
Off of fake Instagram accounts that already have a bunch of followers and buying bots to watch your live streams, listen to your whatever you put out. You can just force views on shit until the algorithms are recommending you.
Yeah. And,
And
and we're gonna
you
be
can do the same.
transparent about it too. That's the difference between
Yeah,
us.
yeah, fake it till you make it. Who's civility in the chat?
That's Dio.
Nice. He gets it.
He gets it. Um, I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good. You guys want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's
All
end
right,
it, dude.
Rose,
I
Rose.
do believe Deuteronomy would have been successful if we kept doing it though. I thought if we
Oh,
had
oh,
good audio quality with that, it would have it would
no
have gone
doubt.
somewhere.
Oh, no doubt. I would, yeah, and the best part is I would not have been a part of it. So it would be
Yeah.
instantly a success as soon as I left.
Brandon deserved an audience though. Brandon just never got his audience, but if he had one, I think it would have been he would have
Oh,
done the heavy lifting.
oh yeah, damn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and
Rose.
Brandon were opposites. I would overthink and overanalyze something and
Yeah, that's why it
you
works.
know,
That's why it worked when you guys argued.
and
It
then
was funny.
he would just throw it out there.
Yeah,
Brandon was a
I'm back.
very he overthought really bad too, and he was like almost paranoid, like with his neuroses. But yeah, he was able to like just you know stop, like he could just drop all of that, even though it did require substances. Uh, but I'd rather not even be like I'd prefer to be behind the scenes. I'd rather be last chance, just on the ones and twos,
I'm not
pushing
behind the
buttons,
scene.
stretching my belly
I'm
button.
literally a host.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
know.
hosts
Me
here.
too.
Yeah,
It sucks,
unfortunately.
dude. We got all co-host energy too.
Exactly. Except for Rose. The theories are true. She's actually the true host of the show. If you really think about it.
Half of them
Yeah.
off are alcoholics. I guess I'm technically an alcoholic now because I've been drinking pretty much daily since Brandon died. Um,
Mm.
so I guess I'm an alcoholic
Really?
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I've been jacking off like very weird hentai ever since Brandon died.
me
Like
too, like
really weird,
crazy shit.
really create like I've
There's a,
stuff that like Judy sent me before that as a joke. I'm like, damn, I'm into this now.
but I did stop smoking weed and cigarettes, so I mean it's not all bad. And I mean there's a website that tells me how to kill myself, and they'll help me do it. Have you guys heard about this?
That's just my DMs. That's just
Oh,
discord.com.
oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
link
I've
so
noticed
everyone
that.
can go on it right now?
Yeah,
Um,
I noticed that quitting weed just transferred into alcoholism for a while for me too.
That's the plan, though. That's kind of like that's how you gotta do it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You gotta,
it's working. Just do your thing,
yeah,
one at a time.
you one at a time. You overindulge on the opposite things you stop, or the other things that you can, I don't know, whatever. Let's end this. This
All
has
right,
been a great episode,
all right.
guys.
Rose,
Please,
give a motivational speech right now. Go.
About what?
About I don't about there's hope in life.
Yeah, bring
about
people out of this
for all
black
for
pill
all.
conversation that we just had.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Bring people up, cheer people
talk
up with
about
a
Hope Solo.
motivational. Yeah.
Um, I think it can always get better. There's always
Nice,
hope.
nice.
Am
Is that all?
I
Yeah.
keep going, or is that it?
Yeah.
No,
Keep going. Yeah.
keep motivating us. You were on the right track.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't think killing yourself is good.
I mean, that's definitely going to happen. It's just a matter of when. How
Yeah.
long can I?
Yeah, I mean, it can get better. So like, don't do it by yourself.
My life's better than it's ever been. I mean, I have a great life. It's just,
For real?
yeah, it's still going. I still, it's,
Yeah.
when I'm
Yeah.
50,
Austin sends me like pictures like daily of him at
What
like
about your party years?
sports.
I partied harder than 99.9% of people that will ever exist. I partied so hard, I have no desire to party.
Did you do
I,
butt stuff?
I,
Right. So that those you're saying that you have your life's better now than it was then?
yeah, because like, well, the thing is, when I was partying extremely hard, like the highs were higher than anything you could ever imagine, but the lows were so low that it's like you kind of only remember the good times when you look back on those types of memories. But since I had addiction issues, I had to force myself to remember the bad times. That was a part of me breaking away from it. So I remember distinctly the negative times. I remember puking into a pan on a futon, just like shooting up water into my veins, just trying to hope that I could find some sort of fucking heroin in the carpet. Like, it's, yeah, so it's both. But even now, everything's great. You know what I mean? I feel blessed. Things are going I got a lot of cool things happening, great opportunities.
Absolutely.
It's still though, it's still like I've already lost. Like life has already broken me to a point that you can't come back from completely. So it's you just need a little bit of Jesus, a little bit of luck, and a little bit of alcohol. You guys drink up out there. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah. Complete the Samsara. All right.
All right. Studio mode off.
Yeah,
Logo
I'm
off.
trying to. Nice. I'm trying to go like I'm trying to let people not know what's real. I'm gonna start going super meta.
I love it.
Yeah, man, the big rough tough ragga sound. See, whoa, yeah. Babylon, 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 Babylon.
Rude boys out of jail.